Governo Federal, Governo do Estado do Rio de Janeiro, Secretaria de Estado de Cultura e Economia Criativa do Rio de Janeiro, através da Lei Aldir Blanc, apresentam Fôlego, Programa de Formação e Capacitação para Profissionais da Arte e da Cultura. Stephany, muito obrigado. Gente, boa aula a todos. Estou por aqui.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Think you're okay? I hope. Don't forget about taking notes again, as I always say. And today we're talking about works of art or artworks or masterpieces. We have different names for it. Last class, we talked a little bit about it in Francis Bacon. I don't know if you remember a video. We talked about activism in art, and actually someone told me there is an expression that we call artivism when we are being activists using art to do it. So it's a nice expression that I haven't heard of before. So it's artivism. Okay, I'm going to share here my slides. So here it is. Welcome again. First of all, we're going to remember some things about last class. So do you remember this? We mentioned about medium. And in medium, we found that the meaning of the word medium is how you show your art, and we can call it type of art as well. So here we have just some examples of last class. So assemblage, print, installation, performance. Do you remember that? You can open your microphones to tell me if you do remember it or not.
Yeah, sure. I'm checking in my notebook when you're talking.
Nice.
I remember, Stephany.
Awesome. So, by the way, just to remember, what is number 3? Can somebody tell me?
Assemblage.
That's it. Awesome. Thank you, Samara. And so how can we call these? We can say they are types of art, or medium if it's singular. If it's plural, we can say media. Okay. But the word medium has 2 meanings. One is the type of art, installation, etc., etc. And the other one is something else. I don't know if you remember, we mentioned it very quickly last class. And in the next question here, I already give you the answer. So can you mention examples of media, materials used to create masterpieces? Just a second, I want to listen to some examples you have. Here is Tate's website. I guess you remember that I showed you that they have some art terms and they explain some words. For example, let me show you this one here. This is Tate website. Oops. And the terms that they define, and they are all related to arts. So here we have canvas. And what is canvas? Canvas is a strong woven cloth traditionally used by artists as a support surface on which to paint. So this is just to show you one example of this website. Explanations. So here I took it from Tate website, and it's explaining the meaning of the word medium. The meaning of the word medium. So medium can refer to both the type of art, so examples, okay? This EG is example given. So examples here of types of art: painting, sculpture, printmaking, etc. But medium also can be the materials an artwork is made from. So I would like a volunteer too, maybe who wants to participate now, to mention examples of media. What materials do you know artists can use in their masterpieces?
Now I can remember brush.
Awesome. Yes, they do use a brush. Painters, usually. Would somebody else have a guess? I will show you some of these words. By the way, after. Before, we are just going to watch a part of this movie here, this video from MET, is the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And it's talking about conservation. So as Raisa said, we can use the brush. Actually, the brush is a tool to make usually paintings, right? But I can tell you that one material that a painter uses is oil paint. And maybe someone who draws something, medium that this person can use is maybe a pencil, a color pencil, pen, ink. So these all are medium. I'm going to show you some words afterwards, but now I have a question for you. Do you think that conservating an artwork is important? No guesses, no opinions.
I think it's important.
Why do you think it's important, Isabella? Can you explain?
For our history, for I think for the history, I don't know that there are much more.
It's important to social studies because from the paintings we can observe the costumes and the context. So the paintings can reveal some details of for many areas, I guess. How can I say áreas do conhecimento?
Knowledge. I don't know if we have a specific word like we do this expression, but let me check it out. You may continue developing your idea.
I think it's it.
Area of knowledge. I found it here. Okay.
Thank you. I will note.
Thanks. Yes, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Lilian, do you agree with Isabella and Raisa with the idea of with the idea that conservation is important for maybe knowing the habits of some specific groups of peoples? Do you agree, Lilian? Or no, you're against conservation, you think we have to burn everything down?
I don't understand everything.
What you don't understand specifically? Everything?
No, anything words.
Okay, look, we're talking about conservation. Okay, conservation?
Yes.
Okay, so we have an artwork and we want to conserve the artwork for the future, for studies maybe. Raisa and Isabella think it is important to conserve artworks. Okay, artwork or
Yes.
work of art. Great. So they think it's important to conserve. Do you think it's important to conserve works of art?
Yes.
Why? Can you tell? You can say in Portuguese.
Sim, sim, eu acho importante. Como você está falando de obras de arte, tanto as pinturas como as esculturas. Eu acho
In
importante, sim, porque
why?
faz parte da história, né? A gente conhece a história e os períodos da história através da arte. E vice-versa, né? A gente conta a história também através das obras de arte. Eu acho muito importante, é um registro de cada época, né?
Awesome. So you agree with Isabella and Raissa because they said the same thing. They agree with you, probably, because we're talking about history and knowing people and their habits. Okay? By the way, pay attention to this cognate. It's a false one. Costume. I'm writing on the chat. A costume is a specific clothes you use for a character. So, for example, we have costumes to play Beauty and the Beast. A costume. So, if you're the Beast, you have a costume. You have a head of the Beast. You have the clothes. You have the shoes. So, this is a costume. It's union of pieces of clothes that make you a character. Okay, when we are talking about costumes, like in Portuguese, we say habits. Okay, moving on. In this video here about the mat, it's from Matt. Yes.
Stephany.
Yes. Yes.
Can you repeat? I don't understand.
Costume and habit is that it?
Yes. I don't understand.
Okay, no problem. Costume is a false cognate. Do you remember the cognates? They are words that are similar that sometimes we confuse. In this case, costume is similar to costume in Portuguese, but the meaning is totally different. Let me show you a costume. Just a moment. I'm looking. Look here. These are costumes, okay? They are fruit costumes. So you wear a specific clothes that make you a character. So in this case here, they are wearing costumes, okay? It's a green shorts with green t-shirts, and they're wearing leggings, and they have hats and a different shoe or something. So these union of clothes make them a costume, okay? Look here, em português, costume, maneira de pensar ou de se comportar, própria de uma pessoa. This is in Portuguese, but the costumes in English, let me show you the meaning. Here, costume is the set of clothes typical of a particular country or period of history or suitable for a particular activity. So singers performing Mozart operas often dress in or wear historical costume. So in English, costume is related to clothes. When I want to say costume, the word costume in English, we say habit. Okay, did you get it now, Adriane? Or was it confused? Okay, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, this video is talking about conserving some artworks, and it's from Metropolitan Museum, and they are a scientific department that studies how to conserve works of art or artworks. And I want you to to watch just the beginning of the video. I'm going to play it here now. And pay attention to these questions here, 1 and 2 for now, 1 and 2 only. Does he, the man who's speaking, does he think it is possible to conserve artworks without science and technology? And 2, can you tell some techniques conservators use? So in this video, he's going to mention science, technology, and techniques. So is it possible to conserve works of art with no science and technology, or is it necessary to use science and technology? And number 2, what are some techniques that he mentions in the video? So let's watch just the beginning of this video. Just let me know before if the audio works.
It's working.
Yes. Great. Perfect. Thank you very much. So let's watch just the beginning. Okay. So please let me know if you understand. In the man's opinion, is it okay? Is it possible to do and to work with conservation without science and technology?
No.
No way. It's fundamental. It's necessary to use science and technology. And do you know some examples? Could you listen some examples of techniques they use?
He said that they use the microscope to see more closely about how the paintings, how the object is made. Also photograph and infrared and scan. I don't know how to say the name of the machine that do our brain scan.
I'm sorry. Does anybody know the name of that machine that scans?
One of the techniques that I wrote was X-ray, but I don't know if this is the same thing.
Yeah, well, actually, I believe it is. It is because when he says X-ray, it shows in the video the moment that it's scanning. So yeah, I would say that's X-ray. Okay, Samara. And now we're going to come back to the video, and I want you to pay attention to this question number 3. Does he think they can reconstruct antiquity using technology or not? He thinks maybe when they try to reconstruct, they're not successful, or yes, they can reconstruct antiquity. Let's come back to the video, 6 and 20. This is a different man now talking. Okay, I will repeat. Do you get it? Would you like to listen to it again, or is it okay? Do you think? Say, someone opened the microphone.
Can you repeat, please?
Okay, my question is, does the man in the video think they can reconstruct antiquity using technology, using everything?
He said that they can.
They can, and they can accurately. It's accurate. It's certain. Okay, so yes, they can. Great. Thank you, Wagner. Now, let's move on. We have some vocabulary about some media that probably you know some of them, but that's okay. So the first one, Wagner, can you read for me?
The first color in the image.
Just read color pencil.
Yeah, color pencil.
Thank you. Haisa, can you read the next one?
Crayon.
Perfect. Samara, please.
Chalk.
Great. Adriane? You not there?
I brush, teacher, professor.
Thank you, Fernanda. Thank you very much. Luisa, can you read the next one?
Watercolor.
Awesome. And the next one, Isabella, please.
Bronze.
Next one, a volunteer.
Marble.
Thank you.
Marble.
Paint.
Thank you. Next one. No one? A volunteer?
It is charcoal.
Charcoal. A volunteer,
Steel.
please.
Steel.
Awesome. Thank you.
Glass.
Glass.
We can call this a tempered glass, okay? Or just a glass.
Clay.
Awesome. I am going to come back to the first one and try to memorize the words, okay? And afterwards, I'm going to test your memory. Let's see if you're good with memory.
I cannot
Okay, so
participate because I wrote all of them.
So you don't look. Don't read what you wrote. Just ignore your notes now and you try to memorize now, okay? I'm going to say the words now. I'm going to...
I love it.
Nice, thanks, Fernanda. I'm going to say the words and try to memorize, okay? So the first one is color pencil, crayon or crayon, chalk, airbrush, watercolor, bronze, marble, oil paint, charcoal, steel, glass, clay. Now, today I feel very competitive. I'm sorry for you, okay? We're going to divide in 2 teams, and each team has 1 chance to say which word this is, okay? You can discuss in your team, and then I need 1 person to tell me the answer at the end, so we have a final answer. Okay, so do you understand? We have 2 teams divided, and each team has the opportunity, 1 chance to say what the word is, and you can discuss, okay? But you have 20 seconds maximum to discuss, all right? Okay, so the teams are, let me see who is here. Leticia is here, Wagner is here. Leticia, are you there? Okay, so 1 team is going to be Fernanda, Raíssa, Fernanda, Raíssa, Luísa, and Wagner. Fernanda, Raíssa, Luísa, and Wagner. And the other team is going to be Samara, Isabella, Lilian, Letícia. Is there anybody I didn't say? Samara, Isabella, Letícia, and Iago. Okay? Anybody that I haven't mentioned? We have 5, right? Okay, Iago. Nice. So it's Samara, Iago, Lilian, Letícia, and and Vivian. So we have 5 and 4, 4 and 5, okay? No problem. So the first team is going to be Fernanda's team, okay? You have 20 seconds to tell me number 1. Fernanda's team, you can discuss what word this is. You have 20 seconds.
Yes, it is a very cold, charcoal. It's a very good to paint or draw the paper, and it's remember Rupert Arts.
Wow, nice. Fernanda gives an explanation of the vocabulary. Thank you, Fernanda. Now, team, Raíssa, Luisa, and Wagner. Is the word correct? What is the word again?
Charcoal, yeah, it is.
Correct? Is that your final answer?
You go, Fernanda. We are with you.
Fernanda, please, can you repeat? Can you repeat?
20 seconds, I said.
Yes. Charcoal. Is that?
Yeah.
Charcoal. It's a very good to paint or draw the paper. The rust paper. And it's remember Rupert Arts. Okay?
Okay.
Do you think?
I get it. So just one word defining what is the object, what is the material, what's the medium. We had more than 20 seconds, so team 2 is going to have more time for the first try. So what's the name of it? Fernanda explained everything beautifully, but what's the name? Team 1.
Charcoal.
Okay, so team 1 has 1 score, very good. So team 2 now, Samara, Iago, Lilian, Letícia, and Luisa. What is number 2? You can discuss.
I like so.
It's oil painting.
Do you agree, Samara?
Oil paint?
Exactly, it's oil paint.
Final answer?
Yes.
Final answer.
Yeah? Iago, do you agree with them? Letícia, do you agree with them?
Repeat. I repeat, it's?
No.
Oil painting.
Is it correct, Iago?
Correct.
Okay, so you score a point. It's very correct. Number 3 now, Fernanda's group. Wagner, Raíssa, Isabela. What is number 3?
Watercolor.
Is it correct?
Yes,
Very
watercolor.
Okay, awesome. Team 1, you score another point. Very good. Now, number 4, team 2. What material is that?
Marble.
Marble.
Team 2 all agree it's marble?
Marble.
Yes.
That's it, perfect. Now, I'm sorry about this, but this is number 5. So let's make the second number 4. Team 1, Wagner's group. What is this medium?
Bronze.
Is this correct, Fernanda? Is it bronze? Yeah? Raíssa,
Yes.
Isabella, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So team 1, you have scored 1 more point. Now let's go to the following. Team 2, what is number 5?
Airbrush.
Airbrush.
Fernanda, don't say. It's team 2. Iago, Lilian, Samara, do you agree? Who said? Someone said airbrush.
Yes, it's airbrush.
Yes.
Perfect. You score a point. Now, Fernanda's group, now Ken. What is number 6?
Chalk.
Do you agree, Fernanda? Raíssa and Isabella, is this chalk?
Correct. Chalk.
Yes.
Awesome. So you score 1 more point. And number 7, Samara's team. What is it?
Crayon.
Is this correct?
Yeah.
That's it. And the final one, I'm going to ask Fernanda because Fernanda is very participative today. Fernanda, what is number 8?
I like it so. I use it very, very, very in my house, in my home. It's color prints. Okay.
Very good, Fernanda. Thank you very much. Perfect, guys. All of the groups have scored all of the points. You have got all of the words correctly. Thank you for participating. And we still have 9, 10, and 11. So let's do together. Forget about the competition. What is number 9? Can I have a volunteer to tell me?
Steel.
Awesome. And number 10?
Glass.
Awesome. Do you remember that I gave you an extra word? I said you can also call it something glass.
Tempered glass.
Temperate glass.
It's similar to Portuguese. And number 11, what is it?
Clay.
Play.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Now I will show you
Stephany.
some. Yeah, my name?
Clay is argila?
That's it.
Yes, argila.
Is what you use to make pottery or ceramics.
Sculpture.
Yeah. Also, bronze and some marble you can use to make sculptures. Okay? Fernanda, pay attention to the pronunciation. It's sculpture.
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 Perfect. Awesome. Okay, now look. These are some tools that we can use, but in this specific case, look at this image. It's a drawing, etc. From the tools, what kind of art can we make using this? Do I make sculptures, drawings, paintings, installations? What can I make using them?
Paintings.
Awesome. So these are the words just for you to know. So acrylic paint. Samara, can you read the other ones for me, please?
Sure. Paint brushes, canvas or wood paper, rags or paper towels, jar or cup of water, palette, soap for brushes, and varnish.
Thank you. Here there is the acrylic paint, but when we make a painting, we can also use oil paint, as you already know. Now look at this image here. I think you probably know it. Does anybody know who is the artist of this?
Yes. Banksy.
Who is it? Aha.
No.
Who said? Was it Lillian that answered before?
Banksy.
I see. But
Banksy. Okay, yeah. And do you remember last class we were talking about artivism, as I told you? Do you believe that Banksy is an activist artist? Do you know him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now look at the image. Thinking about the media. By the way, no. I'm getting there. I'm sorry. I'm fast. Now look at this image here. Do you know who created this?
I like Clark.
Me too.
Clark.
Ah,
What
very good.
Animals, the name, the obra.
That's it. It's Lydia Clark's bichos, or animals, if we translate to English. So
Pets.
Thank you, Fernanda. Now, looking at this image here from Banksy, Banksy, okay, sometimes I say Banksy, I don't know, Banksy. Which medium did Banksy use to make this artwork? Remember the vocabulary we have just seen? There's one tool and one medium probably that he uses here. Can you guess?
Stencil and spray.
Yes, that's it. Mostly he makes stencils. Maybe he used an airbrush. I'm not sure, but probably, yeah, and paint. Now, my question for you is, it's on the wall. He makes most of his artworks on walls, around the street, etc. So, is it possible to conserve this work of art, do you think? And how? Do you have any guesses?
I think it is possible to conserve this artwork because we can take pictures. It's not the artwork itself, but we can conserve the idea of the artwork.
I agree with you. And we can conserve the shape of it. And also, he makes posters. People have it. Né? I'm confusing English with Portuguese. I think it isn't possible to conserve this artwork because, yeah, remember last class, this is an example of how you can develop your thought, your idea, if necessary. And yes, Raíssa, I totally agree with you. We can take pictures. It's a different media afterwards, but we can see it. We have a register of it. Now, which medium did Ligia Clark use to make this artwork? Do you have any ideas?
I think she used steel.
Yeah, probably. I think so too, but I'm not sure if it's steel. Does anybody know? Is it steel? I'm not sure.
And they move to.
Yeah, they also move. Now, is it possible to conserve this work of art and how?
Yes, it's possible.
A question for you. Do you think that an artist, before he or she creates an artwork, they think about the conservation of their artwork or not? They just make it.
I think especially the contemporary artists, they don't think about it at all because they use some kind of medium that is completely sometimes even impossible for the professional to conserve that piece of art in the way that it is. Like we said, we can take pictures, we can make videos, we can recreate in a virtual environment the masterpiece itself, but the masterpiece in how can I say, the real masterpiece, sometimes they use some materials that we can't just conserve, and I think they do that especially to the art have this spirit of life and kind of die in a time. But I also think that some other artists, they want to, I don't know, leave a legacy, I guess. So they build something more que dá para conservar, enfim.
That we can conserve, yeah. That we can keep in history or something. Yes, Amar, I totally agree with this idea of this dying idea, And yes, contemporary artwork usually builds some masterpieces with organic, sometimes some organic medium that we cannot really conserve. Although paint is also organic, some of them, right? But yeah, I agree with you. Thank you, thank you. Now, Fernanda, do you like Bichos from Ligia Clark?
Yes, I like. I see the documentaries about and curious. It is the people not taught today in the art the Clark because the art is como é que fala proibido?
Prohibited.
Prohibited today the touch.
What is prohibited?
The touch in the work of art, the Lydia. But
you mean teaching about her? Yeah, is it prohibited?
Yes,
Why?
Yes, because she make the work of art to touch it, but now and today no touch, it's prohibited.
To touch. Now I understand what you're saying. Okay. So you would like to touch the artwork, but nowadays it's not, it's prohibited. Probably it's prohibited because of conservation. Although steel usually is stainless, it doesn't oxidate, you know? Some of them are stainless. So it would be possible maybe to touch it and to move it around. I don't know. But yes, it's prohibited. I know. But Fernanda, do you like this artwork? Ligia Clark's Bichos, do you like it?
In the past, I don't like, but now today, I learn like.
Nice. Study is good, right? Before I didn't like, okay? Now I do. That's it. Okay. Wagner, which artwork, Banksy and Lydia Clark, do you prefer?
Well, I pay attention when Fernanda was talking about Lydia Clark, and I was trying to remember the things that I learned about Banksy and Lydia Clark, and I can't remember what I learned, in fact. But these pictures, these artworks in these pictures, I like all the things that I like all the things strange. Eu gosto de coisas que me tiram do lugar de conforto, coisas estranhas, que me causam estranheza. Então, eu já, de princípio, eu já gosto desses dois trabalhos aqui.
Nice.
Mas eu não conheço quase nada, assim, eu ouço falar bastante dos dois, sim, a importância da Lydia Clark na cena brasileira, o que aconteceu em São Paulo nos anos 60, por causa dela, enfim, mas passando disso eu não sei muito, não.
No problem. You don't really have to know. My question is, when you look at the image, which one do you prefer when you look?
Stephany.
Yes, yeah.
I prefer Banksy for action place its streets.
Sorry, I don't understand. You prefer Banksy, I get that. But what's the rest? Can you repeat, please?
Because action place It's the streets.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I like the idea of using the streets as well. Awesome. Thank you, Iago. Now, look, when I say eu gosto dos dois, how do I say this in English? Can somebody help me?
I like both.
Yes, I like both. And if you want to complete the sentence, you can say, I put in the chat, I like both of them. I don't have a preference. I like Banksy and I like Lygia Clark. I like both of them. Okay? Or if you have a preference, you can say, I prefer something. Okay, moving on. Look at this image here. Iago, when you look at this image, do you like it or not?
I like.
Okay, I'm going to show you afterwards. What can you see in this image? You look at it. What medium do you think it is used to make it? Can somebody tell me? Do you have any guesses? I don't have an answer, okay? I'm just asking a question about this image.
This image makes me feel it used painting materials, but also make me doubt. I think it would be possible some tools to drawing as well. I'm not really sure, but it's something between these two categories because it remembers me Japanese art and they use different types of materials and styles different to the Western tradition.
Yes, it reminds me of Eastern as well. Yeah, something, maybe the sea, there is a painting that is the wave, right? I never remember the name of the artist, but there's this wave, and yes, it reminds me of these Eastern pattern, maybe. This image is from a test, and it's a kind of a personality test. We're going to do together this personality test. And I want some volunteers to tell me if you like or not the work of art that is going to appear here in this test. So actually, this is a website that is going to sell artworks. I'm not here to show you the artworks to be sold, and if you want to buy them, that's not my thing. I'm just going to show you the test, and this is the first one. Iago likes this first one, so I'm going to put, yes, he likes it. Now, Samara, do you like this artwork?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Raissa, do you like this artwork?
Yeah, I think so.
Fernanda, do you like this artwork?
Wait a minute.
Waiting?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wagner, do you like this artwork?
Yeah. I think so.
Let me see who didn't participate yet. Lilian, do you like this artwork?
No, I don't.
Yeah, me neither. Now, what about this artwork? Luisa, is Luisa there? Do you like this artwork, Luisa? Luisa, I don't listen to you. I hear your microphone is opened, but I don't hear you. Are you there? Maybe there's a problem.
My mic, she not in the room.
Yeah, I know she's here for me, but maybe her microphone's not okay. I don't know. Hi, Issa. Do you like this one?
Actually, no.
And this one, Fernanda, do you like it?
Yes, it's strong.
Yeah. Wagner, do you like this one?
Yeah, so much.
Now, Wagner, you ask Samara if she likes this artwork. Samara, do you?
Well, Samara, do you like this artwork?
Thank you for asking, Wagner. Well, it's a piece that I could like, but the colors, they are not from my taste, so.
I'm going to put no, okay? Now, Samara, you please ask Lillian if she likes, oops, what's going on? If she likes the next one.
Hey, Lillian, do you like this painting? I think it's a painting, actually.
Yes, Samara, aqui.
Now, Lillian, you ask, let me see, who, Iago, if he likes this one.
Iago, do you like this artwork?
Yes, I like it.
Very good. Now, Iago, you ask, I think Leticia is not, it's not working, right? You ask Samara, please, if she likes it.
Tamara, please, do you like this artwork?
Hey, Iago. Yes, I do. Thanks for asking.
Now, Raissa, can you ask, let me see who's here as well. Can you ask Isabella if she likes the next one, this one?
Hey, Isabella, do you like this artwork?
Hi, Raissa. I like this artwork.
Now, Isabella, can you, the last question, I think, can you ask Fernanda if she likes this artwork?
Fernanda, do you like this artwork?
I like, yeah.
Okay, and the last one, let me see if I like it. No, I don't really like it, so no. So this was just for us to practice a little. And here in this website, they tell you what type of consumer you are. So we here in the group, we created a personality. So we are the aesthete, art lover, thrill seeker. And he shows some possibilities of art that you may like, you may probably like. So let's come back here. Now, do you remember from last class, we watched a video and it was about activism and there were 3 people in a museum. They were talking about some paintings and one of the paintings was from Francis Bacon. Do you remember if the man, I think it was Leo, his name, do you remember if Leo liked Francis Bacon's painting or not? I'm testing your memory.
I think they did. I think so.
Yeah, he liked it. He told something about being very difficult to understand. It was not so easy to see. And we saw this slide here from Francis Bacon's painting. Wagner, can you read this text for me, please?
Well, it's scary and it's gruesome, but we can't look away from it. There's something mesmerizing about it.
Do you remember that last class I told you, oh, we're talking about an artist today, but we're also talking about some artworks. So this one was an example. Scary, gruesome, and mesmerizing. Are these words describing Francis Bacon or this painting here?
This painting.
So these are words about the painting. So we're talking about the masterpiece or the artwork. Now here I have some small examples. Isabella, can you read for me these examples?
Yes. Joe Heskett's large narrative paintings, heroic portrait painting, subversive sculptures, her colorful paintings.
Yes, so these are some fragments of random texts that I found on the internet, and they are all describing an artwork. So large narrative painting. It's not colorful, it's not mesmerizing like Francis Bacon. It's large, it's narrative. Now, the portrait painting, it's heroic and it's a portrait. The sculptures of this specific artist are subversive. So maybe Wagner would like this. The paintings are colorful. So we are describing the artworks. Here I have one image that I captured from this website, King and McGaw. We saw some things from this website last class. And here I have a text about Keith Haring. Do you know Keith Haring? I really like him.
Yes.
So we have a text here on Keith Haring's artworks. Samara, can you read for me, please?
Sorry, I was taking water.
No problem.
Humorous, optimistic, and colorful, Keith Haring's work reached a wide audience. As both an artist and activist, Haring's graffiti-inspired subway drawings highlighted the urgent social issues of his generation.
Thank you very much. So here we know it's graffiti inspired in the subway drawings. And there are some words here that define Keith Haring's artworks. Iago, can you tell me what are the words that I'm circling that define Keith Haring's work? Humorous is an example. What else?
Optimistic.
And the other one is? Iago, you can continue. What is the third word that describes Keith Haring's work?
Colorful.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah. So here we're talking, it's a small text talking about Keith Haring and his artwork. Now, look at this image here. This is a website which is called Art Review. I'm going to show you. So here's the website, and we have plenty of reviews here that you can take a look. They have different themes, different artists, and different reviews on artists. So for example here, Jung Cook's pioneering vision of abstraction. So they're making some comments on this artist's work. How art historian A.B. Warburg Warburg changed the way we see. Do you know A.B. Warburg works? it's nice to know about it. It's great, by the way. The artist mapping colonial Brazil. The unapologetically zealous paintings of da 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 da. So here's talking about a movie, The White Tiger from Netflix. Is nature healing, etc., etc. So this text here that I selected, I took this text for us. Look at the information on the top of the website. First of all, we have the title, art review. Oops, come back. We have the title of the website. Then we have the title of the review. And I want you to tell me, what is the name of the artist from this review? Who is the artist?
Merlin James.
Perfect. And who is Anna Vukaden? I don't know how to say that.
Probably she is a journalist who writes this art review.
Perfect. And when did she write it?
February 1st.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Now, when we see, I'm scrolling down, okay, you're going to see with me, we have here the artwork, first of all, one of them. And we have the title of the artwork, which is Buildings from 2012. And look here, what type of media does she use here? Mixed media, so there's not one medium that she uses, it's mixed. And that's it. It says where it was presented, probably. And then we start the text, and in between we have some other artworks from the artist. Now, can I have a volunteer to tell me what is a review in Portuguese? How do you say review in Portuguese?
Eu acho que é
Resenha, crítica.
Crítica, yeah, that's it. So we have reviews of movies, we have reviews of artworks, we have reviews of, in artworks, we can divide like paintings, sculptures, etc., etc. Assemblages, installations, etc. In this case, this artist is using mixed media, but we have a specific type of art. It's not cinema, it's not dancing, it's not music, it's about visual art. And I'm going to show you one part of this text. Does anybody feel that you want to read it? I would like a volunteer to read this text for me, please.
I want to read it because there are some words that I have doubt, so you can correct me, okay?
Okay, let's go.
James' subjected matter, mostly landscape, buildings, or partial figures, is often subverted in this subtle, mischievous way, diverting our attention from the subject to the matter itself, the physical act of painting, and back again. Even the diminutive size of the paintings evokes the issue they have been painted on. James' love for his medium is all-encompassing. He considers each part of the canvas as a fundamental element of the language of painting.
Mm-hmm. So what does he think of, how does he consider each part of the canvas? It's a fundamental element. Okay. Now, I use some words, just something, I didn't listen something very weird that I should tell you now, but some words. Subject matter. Here, okay? So we almost unite the words. Subject matter. Landscapes is fine. Subtle. is often subverted in these subtle and now mischievous. Every time we have the O-U-S here, I already talked about this with you. O-U, it's the schwa sound, like famous. So here is mischievous, okay? Mischievous ways. By the way, mischievous is something that is malicious. Diverting your day, yeah, those are the words that I wrote here for you. Okay, I said thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is an example of it's just a part of a review. Wagner, in a review, what do we write? Can you give us some examples of things that we can point out, that we can show, that we can mention?
Vou falar em português. Numa crítica aleatória, se é isso? O que eu posso...
About an artwork. Let's talk about an artwork. Since we're talking about art.
No review, I think that we can talk about the life story about the artist, about a movement that about the artist, about the work of art, in fact, about a movement linked with the work of art, in fact. Tô me enrolando, eu vou falar pouco.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I can understand. But I had a problem just with, you said, to mention a movement linked with what?
Yeah, bom,
local.
Como se fosse, assim, falar a respeito do artista, a respeito um pouco da história de vida do artista, um resumo do resumo, e alguma coisa em relação, óbvio, em relação ao trabalho de arte, mas alguma coisa, se esse trabalho de arte, essa obra de arte estiver linkada, ou que seja, a algum movimento artístico naquela época.
Okay, that's it. That's a movement. It's an artist movement, probably, and
a scene, uma cena, né? A scene.
Oh, yeah, sure. Like you can say that you can contextualize. Okay, you can contextualize the artwork. So you say the year. You say, just like you said, the movement. Yeah, I agree with you that we can talk about the artist's life when we are making a review on an artwork. Does anybody else have something to add to what Wagner has said? I just read Lilian's comments on it. Três são quase trava-línguas. Yes, I agree. Nobody has nothing else to add to what Wagner has said? I agree with you, Wagner. I think it's very complete what you have said. That's it. Okay.
Wow. Thank you.
Now, what we're doing, you are going to have something like 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, to do a brief research. So you take your cell phone, your computer, I don't know which medium you're using, but you're going to research any artist you would like to know better, or an artist that you admire. So for example, Fernanda can research Lygia Clark, maybe, I don't know. And I want you to find out which medium or media, if it's more than one medium, the artist you chose uses. So for example, we talked about Lygia Clark and bichos. And we decided here in the group that probably she uses steel to make bichos. But we're not really sure if it's steel. And after you find out what is the medium that she's using, you will share your research with the class. How? You're going to say, oh, I researched Lygia Clark's artwork, and Lygia Clark, uses steel to create bee issues. Lygia Clark uses, I don't know, clay to create something, etc. Do you understand what you have to do now? Yeah?
Yes.
More or less? Who understands? Lilian understands?
Yes.
Lilian, can you explain to the group? It can be in Portuguese, no problem.
Certo. A gente tem que escolher um artista que a gente goste e dizer com que material ele trabalha as suas obras de arte, o que ele cria.
That's it. Thank you, Lilian. So let's have 3 to 5 minutes. When 3 minutes are over, I'm going to ask you if it's okay or if you need more time. Okay? See you in 3 minutes. So have you finished? Do you need 2 more minutes? How is it going? Are you there? Someone?
Yeah. So I researched a Polish painter. His name is Zads. I don't know how to say his name, but I guess it's Zadzisław Beksinski. And he was known by the dystopian surrealism. He used to do paintings and drawings, and also he used to do some photos and sculptures.
Great. Thank you, Samara. Difficult name, huh? I don't know this artist. Somebody else? Fernanda, have you finished? Isabella, please.
I researched about Tomiotaki, and she created paintings, prints, and sculptures. She's more known because of her sculptures, made of wood, steel, and glass, and she used these materials to create her masterpieces.
Awesome. Thank you, Isabella. Perfect. Fernanda, would you like to share?
Yes, I choose Elliot Sika. And artwork is Parangolese. He's used tissue, his secrets. Is that?
What's the name of it?
Tissue, with secrets. Tissues, his secrets.
Tissue, and what's the other thing? I don't get it.
It's, now I pronounce in Portuguese. Recortes de tecidos.
I would say fabric.
And dance to he's make this tip in the history in the 1937, the actual work.
In 1937, Parangolese?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And the medium is mostly the cloth and the fabric, right? Some parts and tissues of fabric, right? Samara has done, Isabella as well. Raíssa, Lilian, Wagner, Iago.
I can talk. I chose William Turner again because I already knew he was famous for his oil paintings, but I find out he made something like 19,000 works of art, and he also did watercolors and drawings.
Wow, 19,000?
Oil paintings, watercolors, drawings is the total of all of his work. I was very surprised when I saw this.
Oh my God, I'm quite shocked. Thank you, Raíssa. Who's the next?
I choose Brazilian artist, Vic Muniz. Vic Muniz uses miscellaneous materials such as pulp, recycled materials, chocolate, etc. To create
Chocolate?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
To create her masterpiece, usually sculptures that become photographs.
Thank you. Look. How do you say? Wow, Zdzislavsky. Okay, thank you, Samara. I cannot pronounce that. Wagner. But can you say who is the artist that you chose? What is the artwork? What is the medium?
Well, I chose Vicky Muniz.
As well.
Brazilian artist. Yeah. I will write. Yeah. Vicky Muniz uses is an artist and photographer. He uses some materials that are called that is unusual, like some things that is found in the garbage, some things that is found in rests of constructions like brick or rocks, and some things that is some unusual, I think, like sugar and chocolate.
Lilian has chosen the same artist as you did. Yeah, he uses chocolate and tomato sauce sometimes. He has those photos of food, right? Yeah. There is a documentary on Vicky Muniz, right? Something about lixo, I don't remember.
Lixo extraordinário.
Lixo extraordinário.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Fernanda?
It's a very documentary about lixo extraordinary.
Do you like?
I see on foreign.
4 times? You have watched?
Or more.
Nice. And
it's on the Netflix.
Is it? I didn't know about that. I have watched
YouTube.
parts of it. YouTube probably. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Sorry.
Okay.
I like the work in Tribalistas album, A Band of Brazil, formed by Marisa Monte, Carlinhos Brown, Arnaldo Tunis. Vicky Muniz's the art director in cover art in Tribalistas album. I like he uses some picks of guitars, some chords, unusual materials. I like eu gosto da estranheza, assim, sabe, do choque que dá com o material da direção de arte do álbum. Assim. O encarte é muito colorido, bem legal.
Falando sobre o documentário, as obras de arte foram vendidas e leiloadas no exterior por muito dinheiro que ele fez e reverteu no dinheiro para aquela comunidade lá que vive nesses locais. E são os coletores de reciclagem, eles não são lixeiros, eles se denominam como coletores de materiais reciclados.
Thank you, Fernanda. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to watch the documentary, the complete. I've never seen it complete. Iago, who is your artist? Did you have the time to search for it? Yes, you did.
I choose Michelangelo. He used marble in your construction.
Can you repeat, please? I missed. He uses marble.
He used marble for your constructions. He known for create Davi, sculpture with perfect anatomy humans.
Perfect. Thank you, Iago. I would say with human anatomy, okay? With perfect human anatomy. Now, just let me tell you some things. I choose an artist, but when I mention something that I did in the past, I would say I'm going to write on the chat, okay? Look, it's only one O. So we say I chose, just like Iago said. Iago, I'm really happy to listen to you participating. I chose some artists. So I chose, for example, Iago chose Michelangelo. Some words. Hi, Isa, can you help me here? I wrote a word on the chat. Can you see it? You use your cell phone, right? Your mobile. Sometimes it's not so good too.
No, it's fine. The chat is fine. I can see
Okay.
everything.
Great. How do you say that word there that I just wrote?
Sculpture.
Perfect. So pay attention to after the P, we are uniting two consonants. So it's sculpture, sculpture. And the U is sculpture. All right. And something else. Perfect to use, Iago. He is known for etc., etc., etc. He's known for the V. He's known for creating something. Now, he uses marble in. When I say in your creation, I'm talking to the person. So Iago, when it says in your creation, it seems like my Stephany's. Okay. So I'm talking about Michelangelo's construction. I say he uses marble in his artwork. If it's a woman, I'm going to say in her artwork, in her masterpieces, in her something. I had something else to say, but I don't remember. Profound. And one word that Wagner brought, and I think it's a good word for us to practice this pronunciation, is unusual. The S there has a sound of J, unusual. Okay? Guys, that's it for now. In this moment, we're going to have a 5-minute break, and then we come back and continue with the prepositions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
See.
I need your...
See you in 5 minutes. Hey, I'm back. Are you there? Lillian's here. I wanted to show you an image of this word that we had in the previous text. This is an easel. This is where you put the canvas on to paint. Just for you to know, an extra tool, we already know the paintbrush, the palette, we have some other elements there, and this is the easel. Just for you to know. Are you there? Fernanda, Iago?
Yes.
Samara, Raisa? Oh, I'm not using my earphones correctly. Okay, now let's move on. Raisa wanted to know more about some prepositions, and yes, I was already going to talk about one specifically, but then I inserted more information about it because I think it's important for us to know some aspects of prepositions. So first of all, we are going to talk about some dates. The day of something. So the day of the creation of an artwork, a masterpiece, or something else. Usually, we're going to use the ordinal numbers. Let me open here a Google Docs to show you. So we have the cardinal numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have the ordinal numbers. Usually we use the ordinal numbers with dates. Okay, and how does it work? The number 1, 2, and 3 we have to memorize. Here it doesn't make it itself, but the letter ST usually it's smaller and it's on the top. So if you see this way, it's correct. And here we say first. So for example, I say, Iago was the first student to share his artist, the one that he chose, which was Michelangelo. So first, and then Raisa was the second. Look, the ST, this is where I take this ST from. Second, this is where I take the ND from. And then number 3, we are going to have third. The RD comes from the end of the word third as well. Oops. I guess some of you, most of you know about it. And the other numbers, we are going to use the TH at the end. So it's going to be 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So let me put here 7th. We are going to use the TH to show the order, okay? So most of them, we're going to see the TH at the end of the word. So this is the ordinal number. When we have an ordinal number, we have an order. We have a list. If we have, for example, the number 22, we are going to say 20, the cardinal number, the one that you know already, 22nd. So you use number 2 afterwards as an ordinal number. So whenever you have a date, you're going to use an ordinal number. So for example, my birthday is it's on October 31st. So we have 31 is the number. I'm going to say 30 and then the number 1 as an ordinal number, 31st. Let me come back to the presentation. Do you have any questions about it? No?
Like this picture.
I'm sorry, can you repeat, please, Fernanda?
I like your explanation.
Explanation? Thank you. Nice. Yeah. We are going to continue. There's more. There's more. So we use the ordinal numbers to refer to dates also, okay? So we have the order of something. If you have a competition, for example, Kahoot. Kahoot shows the position of the winners. So there's the first place, the second place, the third place. It's an order. You have a list of a competition. But we also use it for dates. We usually write them in abbreviated form and often in superscript. Superscript is the thing that I told you, that the letters are smaller and they're on the top of the number. We usually say the and off when we speak, but we often omit them in writing. So for example, Fernanda, can you read for me, please, here?
My birthday is 3 and
January.
January.
Remember, 3RD. How do we say this number here?
3RD.
How do you say this? Third. Okay? Third. Yes. But we omit when we write the and of. How do we say the date? Usually is spoken as the 3rd of January. This is how we say it. When you write it, you omit the and of. So back to me. My birthday is the 31st of October. Now, some more dates. The museum was opened on the 25th, TH there, okay? The 25th of June in 2008, or you don't say in, on the 25th of June, 2008. That's okay. What are you doing on the 2nd of May? Do you want to join us at the theater? So whenever you have a day, a specific day, we are going to use on as a preposition. Okay? Do you have any questions so far?
Eu queria fazer uma pergunta.
Sure,
sempre para a data vai ser ordinal number?
I'm not sure if always, but I guess so. I believe so. Always when we have a date, we're going to use the ordinal numbers, yes. In Portuguese, we don't do that, right? We say 13 de janeiro, 14 de não sei o que, 15 não sei o que. But in English, we use the ordinal numbers every time we have a date. Yes, yes, Lilian.
Thank you.
Samara, you had a question?
No.
No? Okay. I saw your microphone opening. Now, this is a pyramid just to help you understand when you're going to use on, at, and in. Look, pay attention to on, first of all. We have the days. So on Friday, so whenever you have the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 days of the week, you're going to use on. So on Tuesdays, I don't drink coffee. On Fridays, I read my favorite book. When I'm talking about my birthday, is a specific day. It's a date that we have the day and the month. It's a complete date. We're going to use on. So in this case, on May 7th. Pay attention. Here in, we have months. Não confundam, excuse me, I'm going to speak Portuguese because I think it's important now. Não confundam aqui o mês, que tá aqui months. Então, por exemplo, eu falar assim, in July, in May. Ué, Stephany, mas aqui apareceu May 7th. É o mês que tá iniciando. Então, tem que falar in May 7th? Não, on May 7th. Sempre que você tiver uma data muito específica, então você tem o dia e você tem o mês, você vai usar on. Quando é só o mês, você vai usar in. Fôlego classes are in March. The fourth English class is on 23rd on March 23rd. Eu usei o mês, mas eu botei o dia também. Se eu falei o dia, você vai usar on. Se eu não falei o dia, eu falei só um mês, in. Então, por que é uma pirâmide essa estrutura, né? Porque o in, ele abarca uma ideia de temporalidade maior. Então, centuries, séculos, né? A gente pensa num tempo maior. Decades, décadas. Years, months, weeks. É claro que vai reduzindo, né? Mas quando a gente vai para days, aí a gente já muda para preposição, on, ok? Então, vejam os exemplos aqui de in. The 1800s, a gente está falando de um século específico, né? The 80s, a gente está falando de uma década específica, de um ano, de uma época. Years, in 1970, in 1981. Months and weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm going to hand in my homework, my English homework. So, in 2 weeks, são ideias de tempos um pouco mais compridas. Quando a gente passa para days, essa pirâmide encurta, a gente vai para on. On Friday, on May 7th. Então, se tem uma data completa, mês e dia, on. E no último, a gente reduz ainda mais a nossa ideia de tempo e vai para as horas. Então, at 5 p.m., at 12 o'clock, at 7 a.m. Our English class is at 9 a.m. Any questions so far? No?
Não,
We are going to...
anotando tudo. O mundo se abriu. Muito obrigada.
Nice, good. We are going to practice.
Repeat again the parents, please. The again.
Everything?
Begin, yes, begin. One, that, in, please.
Okay, sure. I'm going to repeat quickly, okay? And you tell me, Fernanda, if it's okay or not. Então, ó, vê a pirâmide. Eu estou iniciando da base, tá? A base, ela tem uma ideia de tempo maior. Então, séculos, décadas, anos, meses e semanas, né? Centuries, decades, years, tá aqui escrito na esquerda. Centuries, decades, years, months, weeks. Então, a gente vai falar in. Então, se eu quero falar sobre o ano 2017, foi uma maluquice na minha vida. In 2017, eu tô falando de um ano. Então, a gente vai falar in. E aqui tem alguns exemplos. Se eu vou falar que daqui a 3 semanas eu tenho que, sei lá, finalizar um trabalho. In 3 weeks. O week tá aqui ainda dentro do in, tá? Essas são as preposições. In, on, at. A gente tá falando sobre essas 3, tá? Quais casos que a gente vai usar o in? Aqui, nesses casos. Quando tiver centuries, decades, years, months and weeks. E aqui estão os exemplos. Quando é que a gente vai falar on? Quando a gente tiver days. Então, se tiver uma data completa, começando com... Aí, o que eu chamei a atenção foi o seguinte. Por exemplo, aqui, May 7th. Se você já olhou o May, coração bate mais forte. Você fala, opa, é maio, é um mês, opa, eu vou colocar in. Não, não, nesse caso não. Porque aqui você está falando May 7th. Tem um dia, é um dia e um mês. Quando você tem uma data definida com um dia específico, tanto que tá aqui, ó, days, a gente vai falar on May 7th. E quando forem horas, at. Eu tô falando sobre o horário que vai ser o programa. Que horas que a gente vai ver o documentário do Vic Muniz? At 4 p.m. Our English class is at 9 a.m. Ok? Ok, Fernanda?
Ok. A dúvida era mais no on e no in. Sempre tive essa dúvida. Agora tá claro.
Great. Wagner, are you okay? Do you have any questions?
No, I'm okay. Thanks.
All right. Now what we're doing, we're going to practice. I have some sentences here for you. You are going to complete them. You don't have to copy the sentences. Read and complete. We're going to correct in 3 minutes. I think it's okay. I'm here. All right, I'm just going to close my microphone. Can we correct?
Was easy.
You're still doing, Fernanda? I don't get it. Can you repeat, please?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So you have finished. So let's correct it. The first one, I'm sorry, maybe it's a little confusing. I should have put the numbers maybe to divide the sentence. Can a volunteer read the first one for me, please?
I usually watch movies on Fridays.
Perfect. I'm going to put the answers here so you check your answers, okay? Perfect, Wagner. The next one, a volunteer.
I have to hand in this paper in 3 months.
Great. The next one.
This class finishes at 12 o'clock.
Fernanda, can you read the next one, please? I have
to leave in it to have lunch time.
The next one.
In December 2088, in a fit of rage, Van Gogh severed his left ear.
The next one, Iago, can you read? Thank you.
The last?
No, before the last. I
was born on May.
How do you say that word? You say 7 and the TH, so 7th.
On May 7th.
Perfect. The last one, Samara, can you read, please?
Yeah, American artist Basquiat, known for his graffiti-like paintings, died of an heroin overdose in 1998.
We are going to talk about the years, how to say the years. Okay, perfect. Do you have any questions about this exercise? No? Now it's better. It's a whole new world.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Awesome. It's not so difficult as we think sometimes. In here, we are talking about a context which is time. We're talking about prepositions of time. We have prepositions of place, etc., etc. So on, for example, we can say on the table, but here it's different. We're talking about days. So on October 10th, etc. Now, look back here at the ordinal numbers, just to help you with pronunciation. So here we say first, repeating, second, and third. Now, whenever you have the other numbers, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, we take the number. So for example, let me put here the 6 again. We're going to say the number 6, and then we're going to add the TH, which is the tongue and the air, okay? Between the tongue and the teeth. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so it goes, okay? So only numbers 1, 2, and 3 are different. So first, second, and third. Whenever you have from number 4 to 10, from number 4 to the other numbers, we are going to use the TH. Unless we have, for example, 20, 21, it's the 21st. 22, we say 22nd, and so it goes. All right, back here. Now we are going to talk about the ears. How do we say this ears? Here, ears are normally divided into 2 parts. That's how I can tell you how usually we pronounce the ear. By the way, is everything okay about ordinal numbers, about the prepositions so far? Yeah, no questions?
Was great.
Okay, nice. So when we have the ears, we are going to divide into 2 parts. We talked about this, but very quickly. So look at this here, ear here. I divided in 2 parts. So I have 2 digits and then 2 other digits. The first 2 digits, we say 19. That's a number. Now the other 2 digits, I say 84. It's how you say the number. And you unite those 2 numbers. So it's 1984. This is the most common way you're going to listen to an ear, how to say an ear. Now let's come back here. How can we say this ear here?
1888.
Perfect, Wagner. Thank you. And this one here?
1988.
Perfect, Thiago. That's it. So we divided into 2 parts, and that's easy as it sounds. So how do you say these years here? Can I have a volunteer to say this first one?
2018.
Awesome. The next one.
1789.
Awesome. And the last one?
1450.
14, it's just like somebody said, 14, the 2 first digits, and then the 2 other digits, 15. Okay, so 14, 15. I'm going to send you this video. You are going to watch it now. It's like 5-minute video, and you are going to learn how to say some other types of ears. In the beginning, you are going to ignore because I already showed you. So here it says 1984. We already know this part that divides into 2 digits, into 2 parts. So this one you already know. You are going to start the video here. When we are going to talk about, you are going to start the video here. It's 1:35. It's going to mention the other ears. We talked about a complete number like 1, 8, 8, and 8. Now we are going to have the zeros. I'm going to send you the link. You start, pay attention here to the minutes. 1:35. Okay? Let me send you on. Let me put it here. 35. Se eu marcar o tempo do vídeo quando eu mando para você, já vai com o tempo marcado? Eu tenho essa dúvida na vida.
Não, no YouTube, se tiver algum comentário com esse número, e se você clica no comentário, aí vai direto para essa marcação. Mas é no YouTube.
Got it. Thank you. So here on the chat is the link and the minutes when you're going to start. It's 1:35. Watch the complete video with the zeros, and then we're going to practice a bit more. Okay? See you in 4 minutes.
Stephany, essa é a última aula do curso, certo? Então, eu tive um probleminha, eu não vou poder ficar até o final, mas eu não queria sair de qualquer jeito. Eu queria agradecer o Grupo Fôlego aí pela iniciativa e também te agradecer pela tua paciência. Foi muito importante esse mês aí que a gente conseguiu passar junto. Fez muita diferença na minha formação. Obrigado.
Que bom, Iago. Fico feliz de ter visto que você conseguiu progredir. Senti mesmo. E que continue, que você fique empolgado e todos nós, né? Para continuarem estudando. Obrigada, eu que te agradeço. Depois você vê lá a aula online para ver o finalzinho.
Iago, muito obrigada.
Tudo bem.
Agradeço, o programa agradece. Muito obrigada por ter acompanhado a aula. E fica de olho nas nossas redes sociais, @Ateliê Cultura. A gente sempre está com algum curso gratuito, tá bom? Muito obrigada mesmo.
Consegui acompanhar a história da arte do Brasil com a Poliana, que terminou ontem também, não foi isso? Também maravilhoso, só agradeço.
Muito obrigada, que ótimo.
Have you finished?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
1 more minute and we'll come back here. Okay, even if you haven't finished, let's do it together somehow. Samara, I'm sorry because I know Iago wanted to say goodbye and then we had some interruption. First of all, we talked about dividing the 4 digits into 2 parts. Okay, so we said 1888, etc., etc. Now, look on the chat. I have 3 examples. One of them has the 0. When we have the 0, how do we say the 0?
Oh.
Okay, perfect. So in that first example there on the chat, how do I say this year?
1708.
Perfect. Now, the next one, we have the 0 as well, but the 0 is at the end. So we have 1800. When we have 2 zeros, it's the idea of 100. So if we have the number 100, we say 100. If we have 500, say 500. Now, in this case, how do we say that year? Wagner, can you help me? On the chat.
$1,800.
Perfect. And the last one, we have 2 options. We can divide the number in 2 parts, or we can say it differently. What are the 2 options? Do you know?
We can say...
Please. Please, Raíssa, please.
Desculpa, Wagner. Você entrou depois para mim. We can say 2012 or 2012.
14. Yes. 2014 or 2014.
Ok, agora que eu vi.
No problem. We can divide it or divide. Whoops. Just a minute. I confused my head here. We can divide the number into 2 parts, or we can say the complete number. Usually, in my experience, I hear people saying like this, the last number, 2014, 2021. Yes, I don't usually listen the divided part, but it's also a possibility. Nice, Fernanda. I'm happy to know that it's helping you. Now I'm going to share again the presentation, and you're going to help me. Samara, are you okay there? Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we had the years, and here is a text about an artist. It's from a game that we played last class. It was a quiz about some artists. And the text is here. Samara, can you read for us, please? Maya?
Maya, who lived as a nanny in Chicago most of her life and died in 2009.
Perfect.
Was also apparently a prolific and talented photographer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I have another volunteer to continue the text? Remember that all of the years from 2001, which is 2001, until the 10, we are going to say 2000 and the number. 2001, 2002, 2003, until 10. Can somebody continue from here? A troll?
A trove of hair, negative, and the rules of time were first discovered in 40,007.
In 2007, okay?
Okay.
Repeat, please, Fernanda. 2007.
In 2007.
Very good. Now, can somebody continue here? And since?
And since 2010, her talent has been shared with the public through exhibitions and books.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think 2010, according to the video that you watched, the only possibility is 2010, okay? Not 2010. But I'm not sure if in the video she says that. I think so. It's 2010.
I don't remember.
Okay, no problem. But until 10, we're going to say 2010. And the rest we can say 2011, 2012. You can say, is Fernanda talking?
No.
No. Okay. Now I'm going to show you one website that I found out some months ago and that I am really in love with it. Maybe it's not something that you really enjoy as I do, but I really like it. This is a website created, it's a union, here, British Museum and Google. And can you hear? They divide, it's a timeline in which they divide the years. This AD, it's, how do I say this? I wrote it down. It's Anno Domini, right? And it's after Jesus was born. But we can go far, 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 far. And here is BC. Can you see here? 500,000 BC, in this case is before Christ. And it's divided in continents. So we have here Africa, Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. And you can define which category you want to see. So for example, I can see only art and design, or living and dying, power and identity, religion and belief, or trade and conflict. So I'm going to show you here one. Let's see. After Christ. Let's go to the 1900s in Africa. So I click here and it's going to show the links between the other arts. And it's the Battle of Adwa. It's a painting. And in here, I have an audio that is a curator who's going to explain everything about it. Everything, not necessarily, but many things about it. In here, you're going to have a small text that is similar to what the curator is saying. So here, for example, this painting depicts the Battle of Adwa on, look here, the month, the year, on 2nd of March, on the 2nd of March in 1896, fought against the invading Italians. What I want you to do now, I'm going to send you the link, and you are just going to take a look at this website, and you are going to choose one circle, one colored circle. You decide which one you want. And I want you to pay attention to the year that the artwork was made. And afterwards, after you decide the one you would like to share with the group, you're going to say which one you chose. So you're going to say when it was created. So you're going to mention the year. And if you want, it's not necessary, you can say something, an information that interests you, okay, in this artwork that you're going to choose. Do you understand what you have to do? Am I too fast?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So on the chat,
Stephany,
yes, Wagner? Yes.
please, can you repeat?
You are going to enter this link that I sent you on the chat. You are going to choose any artwork you would like to see, okay? You can go through the website and click on a random circle, whatever continent you feel like looking for. And when you click on the circle, I'm going to share again. For example, Wagner, you choose this one. I want this one. Okay, so find out more. I want you to pay attention to the year it was made. Here, I don't have an information of the year, okay? So next one. Let's go to this one. So here. It's probably around 1883. I'm not reading. I just looked, I just scanned the text. So you're going to choose one artwork, any one of it, and you're going to pay attention to the year it was created, and then you are going to share the one you chose with the group, and you have to mention the year that it was created. Okay, Wagner?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's have 2 minutes to do it because it's very quick. You can just go through. Okay, have you chosen any artwork that you would like to share the year that it was created? Did you like the website as I did?
Yeah, the website is fantastic, and I'm not sure if I played the game right, but anyway, I choose an ancient Egypt ivory figure of a woman with incest features, and here they don't have the year that the sculpture was made because it's really old. So they have the year that it was found, and it was 4400 to 3900 before Christ. Is that right?
Wow, awesome. Thank you, Samara. Thank you very much. Someone else would like to share? Are you lost in the website? No problem, Lily. You keep the link with you and later you can take a look. Yes, Fernanda?
Yes, in the African art and culture of life and beautiful art. But I don't find the date dated in 1975 was the art. And it's very wonderful, this site. I love.
Mhm. Nice. It's 1975, you said? The year?
I see here 1975.
Okay, that's great. If you found that way, it's okay. Thank you, Fernanda. Awesome. Would anyone else would like to share?
I chose Hittites that are very figure from around 1400 and 1200 BC.
It's awesome, isn't it? To see some ancient artworks so easily. I don't know. I was mesmerized. Okay, so the idea here was, besides you having access to this website, also for you to remember that whenever we're talking about years, what is the preposition that we are using? Raisa is a professional now, she can tell us. What is the preposition? So I'm talking about this year, 2021.
I'm sorry,
And that's it. So in 19 something, in 20 something, etc. I am going to send you now, I'm just sharing with you a Kahoot game. Yay! Because I'm in a competition mood now. Please get in there. I'm going to send you the pin of the game in a minute. We are going to practice the prepositions. Okay, weird. Okay, let me send again the number because it went with a PT. Again, the number. Oh, it's okay, Lilian, no problem. Now let's play.
Stephany, can you send the link again, because my internet was go down and I enter again in the class.
Okay,
So
of course.
Thank you.
Here you are. Oops. Is this the link that you need, Luisa, to get in, to write the pen? Is it okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here.
I will put the pen and I will tell when I enter.
Okay. I'm going to repeat the pen here. It's Raisa, Samara, Lilian, Isa, and Wagner. We are still missing Luisa and...
Here, I'm here. No, I'm here.
Okay, awesome. Fernanda as well. Is Fernanda there? Fernanda, where are you?
I'm here, não sei.
Okay.
Não quer deixar eu entrar pelo computador, vou ver se eu consigo pelo celular.
Okay. I hope you can.
Okay.
We are missing Fernanda and Isabel and Vivian are already there. Yes. Everything okay there, Fernanda?
Coloca o link novamente, por favor.
I'm sorry?
O link, por favor.
The link and the pin. I'm sorry for those who are receiving this information 10 times.
Tá pedindo um PIN aqui. Qual é o PIN?
The number is there. It's on the chat. 3737863.
Ok.
Don't forget to look at the image and to participate on the game, okay? Is that Fernanda? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Luisa fell. I don't know if it's a problem in her internet. Oh no, she's here. Luisa, are you in the game?
Eu tava, só que a minha internet caiu. Quer dizer, alguma coisa aconteceu aqui que eu saí, mas vou reconectar, peraí.
Okay. Thanks, Jessie.
I think I'm in now.
Okay. All right, yeah, everybody here. Ooh. Let's go. Prepositions of time. Okay, everybody have answered. In this case, we have no prepositions. Very good. Let's go to the next question. I always finish work early, Fridays. And please pay attention to this image. What is the answer? On Fridays, whenever we have a day of the week, on. Great. The next one. I will see you, 2 weeks. Let's see the answer. In 2 weeks. Okay, whenever we're talking about weeks, remember the pyramid. We are going to say in. Next one. His birthday is March 9th. Let's see. On. It's not the month, it's the date. Next one. I do not like working night. What's the answer? At night. Perfect. Everybody got it right. Samara is on fire. Next one. The course starts in September and finishes the end of May. We didn't mention about the second part of the sentence, only the first one. So in September, it's the month, correct? I imagine it, most of you already knew it, but the end of May, whenever we have a particular moment, so it's not May, it's the end of May or the start of May, we're going to say at, because it's very specific. They usually have a party, Christmas. We didn't talk about this either. Let's see if you know. Okay, at Christmas. We can also say on Christmas. It's a slight difference. We can talk about this later. Ice is on the top. Our class usually starts, we have a time. That we have no doubts. Awesome. Let's go to the next one. In the evening. So when we have a time, for example, let me see, what were the answers? At the evening. It makes sense. We're talking about evening, morning, in the morning. Okay. In this case, we're going to say in for morning, night, evening. Okay. When we say the time, for example, lunchtime, breakfast, it's a little different because we're talking about a moment. We have an hour related to these ideas. In this case, evening, we have a long moment inside the evening, so we say in, okay? Canada became a country, 1867. It's in year. In, when we have the year, whenever we have the year, we are going to say in. It is difficult to understand something when everybody is speaking at the same time. Time. at the same time. So at the same moment, at the same minute, at the same second. So we have the idea of a clock at. They are in Vancouver, the moment. It's similar to the last one. At the moment. I will be with you in a moment. Just wait for me, please. This is a bit different, tricky one. In a moment, it's an expression, okay? So I will talk to you in a moment. In this expression, we use in. It's not at this moment. I'm talking to you at this moment, but in a moment, in the future, in some seconds, I'm talking to you. Two more questions. I hope to see you at lunchtime in our favorite cafe. At lunchtime. So think about, when do I have lunch? At 12, at 1 p.m. So it's related to time. So now the last question. He does not work Tuesday afternoons. Remember the days. On or no preposition. I would definitely use on, but you can also not mention the preposition. Remember, 3 is the third place. Number 2 is the second place, and 1 is the first place. Raissa really got the game, right? All right. Segundo lugar. Second place, né? Segundo lugar? Brincadeira. Em português? Congratulations to you all.
I don't know. I don't know why I don't like these games. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Wagner, for letting you have this experience. I'm sorry about that. Guys, I'm going to switch to Portuguese now, ok? A gente ia ter mais uma atividade, mas aí acabou não tendo tempo, que aí a gente ia se dividir em grupos para fazer uma pesquisa e daí falar sobre alguma obra de arte de algum artista específico, mencionando qual mídia ou medium que usa, talvez explicitando o ano que certa obra foi feita, etc. Mas a gente não vai ter tempo para isso. Eu espero que vocês fiquem de olho na pasta do Drive, que amanhã a gente vai liberar mais alguns materiais, tá? Os finais da aula de hoje e a extra information que eu tinha comentado com vocês que eu inseriria lá, do tipo, algumas dicas do que você pode colocar em currículo, coisa do tipo assim para o inglês, tá bom? E algumas dicas de links, reforçando também dicionários, para que vocês possam ter uma variedade maior de busca no repertório de vocês. E eu queria, nesse final de aula, agradecer imensamente a todos. É muito legal ver que vocês acompanharam até o fim. Os que estão aqui hoje são os que estão desde o início. e que, embora a gente esteja passando por um período complicado, é muito bom que vocês possam aproveitar esse momento, né? Que vocês consigam. Então, eu fico muito feliz que vocês tenham participado e notei o progresso de todos, cada um do seu jeito. Espero que vocês também notem, porque eu sei que a gente tem uma habilidade muito grande de achar que, não, acaba uma aula, o que a gente aprendeu hoje? Não sei. Mas que, na verdade, só essa prática, estar exposto ou exposta a isso tudo já é um desenvolvimento muito grande. Que bom que vocês conseguiram estar aqui de manhã. São 3 horas de aula, né? Um ritmo intenso. Queria agradecer demais mesmo, gente, ao Fôlego e a todos vocês que ficaram até o fim. Muito obrigada. Thank you very much. Eu vou ficar com saudades.
Está me curtindo, ela não quer abrir para vocês.
A tua câmera está funcionando, né? Nós tivemos.
Tá, porque para mim eu não estou vendo. Tá bom, então. Eu quero agradecer também aqui a equipe, aos meus classmates, ao Wagner, muito falante, aprendi muito com ele, a professora Stephany, maravilhosa. Nunca tinha visto uma professora tão simpática. Olha, eu já passei pela mão de várias professoras e aprendi em 2000 e... Nós estamos o quê? Já estou até perdendo o ano, 2021, com a Stephany, muitas coisas tecnológicas, o joguinho, o site. Vou ficar marcada com esse site. Obrigada, viu? Muito obrigada, gente.
Foi maravilhoso, maravilhoso. Eu passo das palavras da Fernanda as minhas também. Assim. Agradeço demais a Stephany, ao Fôlego, enfim, a turma, é ótimo. Foi muito bom.
Eu vou agradecer também a Stephany, agradecer pela sensibilidade, pela disponibilidade de atender os nossos pedidos, a responder as nossas dúvidas, conduzir também uma aula online, assim, nesse período tão complicado, tem realmente um ritmo intenso. Então, agradecer muito a professora por toda a paciência e conteúdo que passou para a gente.
Agradeço também. Desculpa. Enfim, eu também só queria agradecer, basicamente, Stephany, você foi maravilhosa, coleguinha de turma também, foi muito bom passar a manhã com vocês aqui, muito inspirador. E é isso, muito obrigada pelo programa também, pela oportunidade.
Gente, eu, assim, estou muito feliz e emocionada, assim, até, porque é muito bom estar com vocês aqui, mesmo distante, essa situação tão difícil e mundial que a gente está passando e que a gente espera que em breve a gente possa se encontrar e se abraçar de verdade, tá? Muito obrigada a todos. Fernanda, Isabela, Lilian, Wagner, Samara, Raíssa, Luísa, Stephany, muito, muito obrigada pelo conteúdo. Foi incrível, que aula maravilhosa, imersiva. O Fôlego agradece a todos, vocês que estão aqui, claro, porque sem vocês essa aula não existiria, e a Stephany também pelo conteúdo incrível. Gente, muito obrigada.
Bye, bye.
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 Bye, bye.